Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's a late afternoon. I'm going to start letting people come into the chat. Hey, the Black Barbie. Um, hey, Tony Africa. A young lady had some twin girls and named them Africa and Asia. Hey, Shan. Hey, your choice towing that dude. What's up, Cypress TV? He said Wimblow exit 5. What's up, Mr. Parker? Hey, Vito 410. What area code is 410, Vito? Hey, Miss Latoya, Michelle. You okay? You want me to drop you the link, Cypress? Cypress, I'll send you the link on social media. Hey, Miss Keita. 410 is California. I didn't know that. I always thought. Okay. Hey, Miss Sparkle. You all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in, okay? Hit the like button. Waiting for more people to come in. Okay. You all hit, let me see how many likes we got. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, we only got 38 likes. You guys, please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Run those likes up. We got 84 people in here. We should have 84 likes. 84 people, we should have 84 likes, okay? Y'all hit the like button. Somebody's trying to send me messages. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting for the likes to go up, you guys. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Let's see how many likes we got now. I'll keep running them up, okay? Keep running the likes up. We got 100 people in here in 5 minutes. So I know we could get the likes up more. We only have 54 likes. Let's get the likes all the way up. Take your finger and hit the thumb up. That is, okay? All right, you guys. A CMG affiliate was gunned down last night, of course. And shout out to my subs, okay? Miss Tierney, okay? Because Miss Tierney, my subscribers are always keeping me on top of things. It's like there's been like a gang war or something going on around the Memphis area. But what we do see is the young man identified himself on social media as a Super CMG affiliate, okay? Yeah, looking at his page, I can't say, okay, because he's from Hyde Park out of North Memphis. I can't say, because I'm not going to get on here be flogging and all of that. I'm not going to get on here and say that this was retaliation for Young Dolph or this. He got caught up in the midst of some CMG stuff. I don't know if that happened. I just know he identified himself as being Super CMG. We see him on pictures with Gotti. We see him on pictures with Grip, which is one of Gotti's execs, and it looks like that was at the Bovan's funeral or at Juke's funeral, but I think that was when they was at the Bovan guy funeral, when they said Gotti was out there taking pictures for a little while before he left. And this young man has lost his life, right? And it's funny because I was just telling somebody what's so weird is I see Blackwood News. There has been a shooting in South Memphis where multiple people have been shot. 2 people have lost their life over by BTW school. I just left that area probably about, I know it had to be probably less than an hour ago, right? And it seems like it's been from North Memphis to South Memphis where there have been multiple people being hit up and knocked down, unfortunately. Now, this young man, I do believe that what happened to him was on the news last night because you see so many people, especially from around the North Memphis area, that has been sharing his picture, giving their condolences. And for the most part, in all due fairness, I did, when I looked down the young man's page, it looks like this young man did have like a habit of working, right? Trying to work. He had multiple children. His kid's mom has been on there, saying that his kids is sad. It looks like he was out there trying to work. Okay. So I'm not going to say that this was retaliation for Young Dolph because it could have very well been. So I don't think that it was. I think that just from what I see, there's some type of gang war going on because we see multiple people being hit up in North Memphis. Like we saw that yesterday and the day before, right? And then today we see multiple people being hit up and killed in South Memphis. So there is definitely something going on. Okay. I don't know if this young man was caught up in the midst of it. Okay. But I'm looking for, I think this young man was killed in Frayser. It's so many, like, it's so many being hit up. Let's see, deadly Frayser shooting ends, family hiding for cover. I'm trying to see, you guys. The young man was hit up in Frayser. Okay. Hold on. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you, Mama G, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I want to take you all to here. Hold on one second, you guys. Again, I'm not saying that this young man was hit up because of any retaliation as it relates to Young Dolph or anything like that. Because, like I said, I think there's a gang war in Memphis area, and it could very well be anything. As a matter of fact, I personally don't know at this point if that is what's going on. The details have not come out. Now, Blackwood News is on a shooting that of an area I just left in South Memphis. Okay, that's the heart of South Memphis.
Right here by the
I
high
think
school.
that's around Georgia.
Oh yes, it's not even summer yet, guys.
Two people just lost their life over there. Hold on one second. So, like I said, it's definitely, I think there's definitely some type of war going on. It's just too many people getting shot up, and it's multiple. One night it's in, one day it's in North Memphis, the next day it's in South Memphis. So Blackwood News is on the scene of the multiple shooting that just happened probably about 30 minutes ago or less in South Memphis around Booker T. Washington School.
And we're live in South Memphis right now. We're in the old Foot Homes neighborhood where they're saying, man, it's been multiple people shot. As of right now, at least 2 dead, man. God damn, y'all. Man. It's all over Memphis, y'all. We in the South right now. Right here
Cypress,
by
I
Booker
sent
T.
it.
Washington. Yep. Man, y'all. Oh, man. I can go right there with him. I'm with the media. I'm
Oh
media
yeah,
too.
Vanessa. Hold on, let me see.
Blackwood News. Yeah. And we live. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm Blackwood News. I'm media too. Yeah, I'm media too. So independent journalist news. So yeah, I'm right here.
I just sent her a
All right.
message.
All right. All right. I appreciate it. I got you. Okay. Okay. I ain't putting you on there none.
Hey, to all you daddies, to all you fathers, y'all need to come and get y'all kids. Y'all need to reconnect with y'all baby mamas and come and get y'all kids. Come and save our kids because we sick. We sick and tired of losing our babies. For what? For what? Daddies, fathers, we need y'all. We need y'all back. We need y'all back in these kids' lives. That's all I gotta say about it.
And we live. Come on. Y'all heard her. We're sick of it, man. We're in South Memphis right now. We're right here, right in the old Foot Homes, man. Right by BTW. Y'all heard, mama. She's sick of it. Everybody's sick of it, man. Every day. This is crazy, y'all. It's all over the city, bro. Man. Y'all heard, mama. Mama's tired of it. Mama's tired of it, y'all. Only on Blackwood News. Shout out to MPD. They said, hey, that's Blackwood News. He good. Come on, man. Hey, shout out to MPD, bro. Some of the officers said, hey, that's Blackwood News. He good. Let him go. Come on, man. I'm media too. Let's go,
Y'all,
bro.
this just happened a few minutes ago
Shout out
around
to the officer
BTW school where
who knew
multiple
what's up,
people
bro.
were shot and 2 was
I don't mean
alive.
no harm. I'm shit. I'm media too, bro. And they got to respect that. But hey, we're live
Hey,
in South
IMC
Memphis right
Johnson.
now, man. Right here by BTW. This is ridiculous. What they're saying, at least 2 have been shot and killed right here. Oh my God. Y'all heard Mama's tired of it, man. She's sick of it. Yeah, they see.
Calling all
You watch
fathers.
it? Yes.
Calling all fathers.
Oh yeah, she tired of it, man.
Calling all fathers. Come get y'all kids. Come get y'all
Please.
sons. They need y'all in their lives. That's all they missing. That's what they want. The man have to validate his son,
That's right.
not the mother.
And
A mother
good
can't raise
fathers.
no man.
Hey,
She can
she
raise
can't
her
do
son.
it all.
She can raise her son, but she can't raise no man.
Mm-hmm. He start getting around that teenager age. He gonna start be trying to buck.
Yeah,
He gonna try to buck mama.
He's gonna be a product of his environment.
Yep, that's real, man.
Because he wants to, he's bucking his mama because he got to, because he's becoming a product of his fucking environment.
Mr. Parker, what you mean? Here comes the BS. The lady is crying out for the fathers to get back into the homes.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Mad crazy. Is there 2 kids over there?
Man.
Y'all gotta understand. Your mama gonna be there.
Yeah.
All
Look,
that pressure.
they said she got 4 sons, so hey, oh yeah, that's for real.
Well,
They
a
got
lot of
some-
them
oh,
are
yeah,
not
she got
around. I
4
think
sons
that's
right here.
that's the audience she's targeting.
It's so hard. I know it is.
I wonder if that one of the parents right there.
Oh my God.
That lady right there.
Yes. Fathers, please step up. Enough is enough, man. There's so many homicides this week.
Young man, y'all done let us down. Y'all done let us down. But it's time to it's redemption time.
Oh, we got family putting up. Oh, snap.
It's redemption time.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, y'all.
Y'all hit the like button for me. I think he was having issues. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna start people coming. Okay, you guys. I think he was having issues and it kind of popped off. But like I said, it seems like to me that there's some type of gang war that's going on around the Memphis area. It seems like I don't know what's going on out there in North Memphis in those apartments. But I'm trying to look for Blackwood News was on the scene where the young man. I think this is it right here. In 2 days, there have been 6 shootings in the North Memphis area around Mount Terrace. Okay. I think this is where the young man that's a CMG affiliate, Blackwood News, was out there last night. I think this is his shooting.
Another shooting in Frayser on Mount Terrace. These are man shot. The base so active right now. Man, it's non-stop out here, man.
That was last night.
Bro, these folks can't even sleep. It's nothing but gunfire in the bay, man. All over the place. We on Mount Terrace, man. I just left Maywell. It's a homicide on Maywell, then boom. Mount Terrace active.
Cypress, I sent it to
Oh,
you.
slime, my God. Only on Blackwood News. Check on your people. The bay hot. All the bay hot. Let's go.
And for those of you that wonder the difference between Frayser and North Memphis, now the people that grew up around the Frayser and North Memphis area, I mean, I guess they there's a difference to them, but to me, Frayser and North Memphis is the same thing. Okay, just like for so many years, Whitehaven was not considered South Memphis. Okay, it was considered Whitehaven, and then there was South Memphis when you start going further towards the hoods. Now Whitehaven is considered South Memphis. It's the same thing to me. But North Frayser is North Memphis. I'm through with it. He says, "What the look and look like?" Y'all hit the like button. Cypress, I sent you that. Hold on for a second, you guys. Now, Blackwood News last night had just left another scene, okay? Now, this was the scene he had just left before he went over there to that scene. Now, I don't know if there was some type of affiliation, but he said
Another
that was right
homicide
around the
in the
corner.
bay. We on Maywell.
And you can
Where a
hear a
man
mother
has
or
been
somebody
shot and killed,
crying.
man. Oh my God.
Hey, joke free.
Man, it's going down in Frayser, man. Oh my God, bro.
Y'all, that's another scene.
This is sad.
All last night. Hey, Tony P.
Cries, man. We in the bay in Frayser, where a man has been shot and killed again. Only on Blackwood News.
Madewell Street. Now, Cypress, how far is Madewell Street from? Um, let's see. He went right. He said it was right around the corner though, in Mount Terrace.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's right around the corner because it splits Fraser Boulevard on one side. Then you go up Fraser Boulevard and Mount Terry right up the street.
Cypress, what's going on over there? I mean, he says it's been 6 killings in 2 days in Frayser. It's
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Now, I ain't saying it's got nothing to do with it. Seems like since Trey Slimes was hit, it's just been going like it's just been back to back to back to back to back.
Where it started out with some dude got whacked at the McDonald's in broad daylight. Then I get a call that some people ran around the corner, right there where what is that where the old wing shop used to be at right there, where the wing basket used to be at on Watkins, right? it went from the McDonald's to around there where they done said they shot up a whole house and unalive just about almost everybody that was in there.
What?
Yeah. From the unaliving that happened at the McDonald's led to the what happened over there out walking by the wing basket and all that right there. It's some apartments over there or some houses over there or something.
it led to that, and from then on, it went out of control all night. From what I was told.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Cause my uncle used to stay right there on Maywell. Cause Maywell take you from off Fraser Boulevard. You come down Maywell, it'll take you all the way around on the other side to where Greenbrier Apartments and all that is. Where Fraser boy from.
That don't make no sense, Cypress.
I
The
ain't keep
news and I don't see where the news now they've been talking about multiple shootings, but they didn't say anything about a whole family was almost taken out.
Yeah, well, a lot of that they ain't gonna talk about. But what they did say was like it was two people that passed away. It was like two people that passed away, and one person was still hanging on for what the news said. But they didn't talk much about it. But from what I was told, just about everybody who was in that house is gone.
Oh my God. So you think this is a result of that?
I think maybe that McDonald's situation, from what they was explaining to me, maybe that McDonald's situation led to that, and that just everybody wants to get back.
Hmm. Now who was killed at the McDonald's? Who was it? Was it somebody well known?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. From what I was told, they were saying it was somebody that everybody was saying stay away from. Yeah, I don't know, but they never
Why? Because the
released them.
person was hot.
Probably that's what I'm thinking, but they never did say why. But they were saying there were people that they were posting saying stay away from, and they this and he came up to the McDonald's and they took him on up out of here.
Oh my God. Well, no telling what he had done.
Yeah.
Well, they just hit up a whole lot of people in South Memphis
Yeah,
about
yeah,
maybe an hour ago.
yeah. I just talked to Godmother. They still got the little kid, two little bodies laying out there.
Oh my God. So it was some of the kids from the school that was hit?
I believe so, but
Yeah,
Godmother.
because it was right there in front of the BTW.
Right,
So
right, right.
they killed some school kids.
I believe so, cause two of them, and was dead. They was laying right there like over the next building from Godmother. Then they had a whole crime scene look like over there by the school, around there by the school. I don't know. But it looked like how they tape script. They got a whole crime scene over there by the school. But I know the two little bodies that were laying right there by Godmother and them unit, they both of them gone.
Oh my God.
They just laying out there.
So the two kids that was laying over there by Vanisa's unit
Yeah, they
dead.
did. Yeah.
That's over there by Tate Street too.
Right. And so I'm thinking maybe they got a crime scene over there by the school too, cause you hear a lot of them kids crying and running and all that is crazy. It's wild. And
So they showing the bodies on social media. I don't know what happened to Cypress. I guess the hackers that knocked them. I guess she done got mad and jealous and had up hackers to knock them down or something. I don't know. Michelle Cowan says one lady said her only child, one of those unalived.
I don't know. I guess I hit the wrong. But you said that they showing the. Well, we know what's right there, but yeah, yeah, from what it looked like, yeah, they took the. I guess to try to identify. I don't know how they were doing it because I couldn't see that far, but like, yeah, you can see they took kind of took the cover off of it.
Oh my God. So Vanessa she lives over there by BTW. She's not too far from BTW,
No,
but she wouldn't be that close to BTW.
no, like right around the corner. Cause
But the kids but there are two kids laying on the side of her building.
yeah, they on that they on down. Well, yeah, they right there by her building, but they in like the next building. But like they were trying to run, but like they just collapsed and and got them up
He
out of her.
says, Reginald says, I've been living in Frayser for 35 years. I never seen this bad. Something got to be done. I'm gonna tell you something. Frayser always had beautiful houses for a very, very long time. Over there by the Raleigh, what was the name of that mall they tore down? Was it Raleigh?
We had Raleigh Springs Mall.
I used to listen when I was doing traffic. I used to love to go behind the Raleigh Spring Mall. Those houses were beautiful for so long. When I
Yeah.
started riding over there, I was like, "Dog, I didn't know. The houses over here was this beautiful." Now somebody's telling me no, that area, the houses are still nice, but bad elements have moved in around that area. It
Well,
was so
when
beautiful.
they done tried to break them down to low income, and when you do that, that's the problem.
Wow.
So everybody can be able to afford them, and that's always a problem when you do that, especially in the neighborhood. Like,
This is sad.
believe it or not, for the people who never been in Memphis or who really just don't know about the history of the city like that, like Frayser wasn't no place where you can just go get no house. You had to almost be like a doctor or a lawyer or somebody with a decent job
Mm-hmm.
because they wouldn't sell you no house out
No,
there.
that's why they separated Frayser from North Memphis for so long,
Mm-hmm.
because Frayser's area was way more upscale.
Yeah, they wouldn't even sell you no house if you ain't had no good background or good job history like a nurse or something. My auntie stayed out there for a long time. She was a nurse, but she moved, but because they got bad. But like now they broke it down to low income where everybody can move out there, and that's always a problem. This ain't no bad for nobody, but like it seems like that's always the problem.
Do you think that we in the midst of a gang war, Memphis?
If I ain't gonna say a gang war, but we're in the midst of a war zone because of people with money who ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna fight this war. It's gonna be people that dying for this and ain't got money to bury themselves because the rich people putting money out for them to fight their problem there. And it's gonna be a lot of people going to jail, a lot of people going to hell for some rich people.
That's so true. I'm gonna tell you something. They said possibly AOB. Now AOB and them, they AOB and them, they are from. Are they from the ones from Tate Street? Because I was
Right,
told they had cleared Tate Street out. Like all of those young men are in jail. The
right,
majority of them.
right. Well, yeah, but most of them, most of them still around. Most of them are still around.
Yeah, but I think a lot of them bad ones, the ones that was really
The
getting at folks,
police.
I think they in jail, and I
You
think
know,
they
the police
they
can't.
got some serious charges.
The police can't got most of them mainly said in them. But yeah,
I don't think Seth getting out for a long time. Poor
no,
thing.
he gone for a minute. But yeah, AOB, them cats have done Riley, Frazier, yeah, and a couple people
On
that got gunned down.
one we go says no, they ain't in jail. Oh, okay, on one we go said they ain't in jail, so they must be. Listen, I feel this way. If they call themselves doing stings and going over there picking those boys up, and then they making fun the next day, it's just a waste of damn time.
Well, every see this why people they gotta stop listening to stupid people. Y'all vouch for Steve Morrow so bad and made Amy Wiry look like a very bad person for locking niggas up. And
Hmm.
this nigga is pro criminal and haul the niggas out.
Yes, yes, indeed. Shania says it was some teenagers coming from BTW killed. I think two of them they were AOB affiliated. Oh my God, so sad. Jesus. Paige C. Clean says we always had some type of war going on every decade. It's the same, just heightened tension crimes.
I this is worse because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Hmm? Nobody cares. This is about as worse as it gonna get. And all these rich niggas that sitting around at they mansion where all these people that barely got $100 to their name dying for this. This is work. And these cats is baby
Yeah, they're babies. They are.
dying
They're
for this.
young. They got kids, newborn. Real babies that would never remember them. They says they be in the north and the south clicked up.
Yeah, that's the problem.
BT
Like I
W stands for Booker T. Washington School.
right. They like they were trying to jump the gate to get to where they were going, but they just them bullets like they just tore them off.
Paige C. Clean says, I feel sorry for those babies that was outside. They would be traumatized forever. That's sad.
Yeah.
So
That ain't
so the war that's going on in North Memphis ain't got nothing to do with Trey Slime.
I ain't gonna say the war in Frayser ain't got nothing to do with that separate entity, but I really can't say about the rest of it. But I know in between Riley, AOB, and Frayser, that possibly got all these entities tied up together.
So AOB is got some beef out there in North Memphis in Frayser.
Riley too, yeah.
I didn't even think it was that many of those young men.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
AOB is not because y'all know my mind. That's not 30 in them, is it? 30 in them or somebody else.
They no. 30 of them ain't AOP. 30 of them. Oh, I forgot what 30 of them was. No, they ain't
30 in them are
KSBG or something like Super
is
Gang
it
or something like that.
KSBG? Is it
Yeah.
Kingsgate? Kingsgate.
Well, yeah, But yeah, like a person that I went to school with just got killed out unalive out there in Fraser last night. But the other guy I grew up with, well, I actually grew up with both of them. One of them I went to school with, and one of them I know person from my hood.
She said AOB is Tate Street mostly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who is EBG? I think are they in jail? I think a lot of them
Well,
are.
one of them, yeah, they from the north.
Okay, so EBG is from the north. The main one that Jizzle used to be trolling, he's in jail for a long time, right?
Yeah, he got 20 years. EBT Drizzle, he got 20 years.
So he got 20 years. He was like the leader, but a lot of those little boys had lost their life. That's so sad. All of them, they was consistently getting killed.
Right. Yeah, so it's yeah. It's crazy, man. Yeah, because I just found out this morning the guy I went to school with got killed. But I ain't really surprised because he been doing a lot over the years. He moved on to school.
Ja loves my three. I would never have considered Whitehaven to be South Memphis, but now when you listen to the main news, they call Whitehaven South Memphis.
Yeah, but really they shouldn't. But
For so long they did have it separate. They call Whitehaven. Now
yeah,
when they're out there, something going on, they'll say we're in South Memphis in Whitehaven.
right. And like Frayser was a whole nother city inside of Memphis.
Yeah.
That's a little trivia for some of y'all that don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Says we have the criminal gang offense. Just let my three. The news say it every day. The news has made Whitehaven for some reason. Maybe because Whitehaven is majority blacks now. Because y'all know Whitehaven at one time had majority whites. Now that it's 98% black. Maybe that's why they say it's South Memphis. I don't know. They group
Yeah,
in Whitehaven, when used to always say we're in the Whitehaven area. Never said South Memphis now. That dude.
yeah.
They said Amazon is in Raleigh. Yeah.
It's at the tip, at the end of Frayser, the tip of Raleigh. Yeah.
So what happened with this CMG affiliate? You said you knew him personally.
I don't really know the up and up because I've been getting different stories. And I know, yeah, I grew up with him. I know his mama, we all from Hyde Park, from the Hyde Park area. I knew his baby mama and all them. And he used to be around, he used to be running around heavy with Grip and them. And got in them hang with him, when they around. But he was mostly around babies, got in them daddy, cause like he was like up under them. Oh man, he was up under like the OG. Oh man, so yeah. But I don't know.
I tell you.
But from the story I got, that that affiliation kind of played part in what happened, for what I was told.
He was not, because just from looking at his social media page, and I'll pull that up in a little while. Just from looking at his social media page, it looks like at some point he was trying to work and stuff because he had children.
Yeah, he had
Um,
a lot of babies.
yeah, they say he got a lot of children, sis.
Yeah.
So if that affiliate, he wasn't under. I mean, because Gotti seemed very comfortable with him. He was out there with Gotti. Like Gotti didn't use him as like some type of hood security or nothing, did he?
No. He would just mainly hang out or wherever they at, he'll go out. But as he started having all them babies, he kind of slowed down being around. But he was around gripping them a lot, 'cause, gripping them would be in town a little bit more than Gotti. But he was mainly up on the Gotti dad and them, running with the OGs, because he was more closer to them.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Because I
grew up
see that he
around
was
Gotti
out
as well.
there. Because that picture of Gotti and Grip, that's the thumbnail. I think that's. I'm almost sure that's the picture that they took at that Bovan's guy funeral.
No, that was a hot funeral. That wasn't at both ends funeral. That was a hot funeral. They
Who is
little cousin.
hot?
That guy and them little cousin. He died too like a couple of years ago.
Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a hot funeral because Juke all of us were pretty much in the hood that day. Yeah, hot funeral.
Hmm. They said he was trying to rap. So was he trying to be a rapper?
No. He was working, trying to take care of his kid. No, he wasn't on that rap shit. But he hang with them whenever they in the city. No, he wasn't on no rap shit. He was street.
So, because God and them don't let everybody around them. So if he was hanging with them, you saying he wasn't armed?
I ain't gonna say he wasn't armed, but like he wasn't on no rap shit. He was just running with them. But he grew up around them.
He wasn't. They didn't use him as some type of security.
No,
Okay, Cypress.
no, no, no. He wasn't gonna just go out of town because most of the time he was on probation and shit anyway. So some bullshit he got So he wasn't really leaving town like that.
They said they got the teenager that tried to carjack the security guard that works in Ridgecrest. Lord have mercy.
The one they said, shot that, tried to rob that lady in the bin at the Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should have. Okay.
Reginald said, I see these guys every day with long guns walking around. I am 66 years old. I don't go out and wash my car. They shoot every day. My son, hold on, let me go back up. My son was murdered here in Frayser. I know the pain of losing a child. Yes, indeed, that's sad. I hate that. I'm sorry about your loss. Says Westside Frayser got its own beef. 7th Street got their own internal beef. Ridgecrest got their little own situation going, and plus South Memphis got their own set of issues. Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I hate that for the young man. Like I said, I saw one of his baby mamas. She was posting, and some of the other young ladies he was, looked like he might have been seeing.
Like,
Um,
you know how this, you know how it go. You know how it go. He was a wild boy. Rest in peace with my dog Winslow, man. Yeah, he was a wild boy, man.
he was a wild boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hate that song.
So what? So what? He got shot. So I didn't get the full story. Like what they saying, he got shot.
Yeah, there's been a limited details other than he was shot. Now I think I was reading about. I think that was his situation on the news. There's been so many shootings, I can't find it no more. Where there was some gun. Um, I think this was his situation last night. There was some neighbors heard gunshots, and when the police made it, he was laying somewhere on the sidewalk or something. So I think that was his situation. I know Blackwood News was out there because those shootings happened back to back. What I was showing you with Blackwood News,
Yeah,
he was like he was covering a story on one street, and then because I think that young man was killed in not Ridgecrest. What's the other place I pulled up?
Green was it Green Brown?
I think so. Mount Terrace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Mount Tears.
So would that be his area that he lived around?
Nah, he stayed in Hyde Park. You know, he might have stayed in Frayser and moved away from the hood. You know, because a lot of us that left the hood and left the city. So he might
What
have
about Madewell? It was one of them.
might have been. Because I think he have left the neighborhood. He kept.
Okay, so Madewell might have been where he was killed at, where that lady is screaming and crying at.
Yeah.
Because they all happen like right behind each other. Hold on, let me play it. Off of Fraser Boulevard.
Another homicide in the Bay. We on Mayweather, where a man has been shot and killed, man. Oh my God. Man's going down in Fraser, man. Oh my God, bro. This is sad. Cries, man. We in the Bay, in Fraser, where a man has been shot and killed again. On Black News.
Steel Street. My daughter's dad grew up on Steel, lived on Steel Street. Let's see. I
Oh,
know that's somewhere in Fraser or something.
yeah, he's in the hood.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, so this is where he went around the corner. Now these scenes happen right behind each other.
Another shooting in Fraser on Mount Terrace. These are man shot. The Bay's so active right now. Man, it's non-stop out here, man. Bro, these folks can't even sleep. It's nothing but gunfire in the Bay, man. All over the place. We on Mount Terrace, man. I just left Mayweather. It's a homicide on Mayweather, then boom. Mount Terrace active. Oh, sliding, my God. Only on Blackwood News. Check on your people. The Bay hot. All the Bay hot. Let's go.
So it was one of those. It was one of those situations that that young man was killed last night. It was one of those.
I sure had got the call, but everybody was like they didn't know him. They didn't know as me did I hear about it. I was like, no.
You know that's a damn shame. They shot them kids right at the school. They
Yeah.
shot them right at the school.
Well,
That's
hey,
definitely Vanessa. Yes, indeed.
yeah. So do they got a crime scene right by the school and right there by her apartment?
Yeah, that's right there by the apartments. Um, that's Temple of that's G.E. Patterson's church, Temple of Deliverance. That's the church right there.
Sound
So,
like it's
so
And
something happened.
we're live in South Memphis right now. We're in the old Foot Homes neighborhood where they're saying, man, it's been multiple people shot. As of right now, at least 2 dead, man. God damn, y'all.
mm,
Yeah, that's right there by her directly. It don't be nothing but kids
Man,
around there.
yeah, man.
it's
That
all over Memphis, y'all. We in the South right now. Right here by Booker T. Washington. Yep.
I think that's the elementary school,
Man,
BTW
y'all.
elementary or something.
he be sounding like he's so tired.
Oh, man.
He be chasing the
I just go right
action.
there with him. I'm with the media. I'm media too. Blackwood News. Yeah. And we live. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Blackwood News. I'm media too. Yeah, I'm media too. So independent journalist news. So yeah, I'm right here. Ah,
Yeah, I remember when they tore Walter
alright.
Simmons down.
Yeah. 100%.
Alright. I appreciate it.
Hey, Blackwood, don't call me. Record my voice though.
I got you.
I would have said it. I know what said.
Okay.
That's the
I ain't
lady
putting you on there
that's
none.
saying
Hey, to
that.
all you daddies, to all you fathers, y'all need to come and get y'all kids. Y'all need to reconnect with y'all baby mamas and come and get y'all kids. Come and save our kids because we sick. We sick and tired of losing our babies. For what? For
I
what?
think I know
Daddies,
who voice
fathers,
that
we
is.
need y'all. We need y'all back. We need y'all back in these kids'
You
lives.
know her?
That's how
Hell yeah, I know
And we
her
live. Come on.
country.
Y'all heard her.
Who
We're
is
sick
it?
of it, man.
Who is it? Somebody keep knocking Cypress down. Um, I don't know who it is. She said, "Can Memphis win ever?" It's sad. I don't. It's sad. Hold on, y'all. It looks like it says, hold on.
These cases will keep you up at night.
Some cases are too mind-boggling,
I walked into the scene. I had never seen anything like that.
too
She
chilling.
said reconnect with the baby mama. No, she didn't.
The cases investigators never solved and still can't stop thinking about.
They is suspecting I killed her. I ain't killed
He
her.
did
New
kill her.
information and a new look at old frustrating mysteries, haunting justice, the cases we couldn't solve. A WREG investigator special, Monday on News Channel 3.
Getting you started with breaking news today at 5 on your news leader. 2 people are dead after a shooting in the South City area. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. This all happening around 3 this afternoon near the intersection of Mississippi Boulevard Lauderdale Street and Georgia Avenue. WRIG's Brian Didlake was the first reporter on the scene. He joins us now live with the very latest. And Brian, what do you know out there?
Well, Greg, Stephanie, right now we know in the past 5 minutes when Memphis police came to us live with that presser talking about what happened here. They said that 2 men were pronounced dead on scene here near South Lauderdale and Mississippi Boulevard. Now, I want to go show you the family is on scene right now. They are visibly upset right now. Greg, can you go towards that stop sign? That is where we're seeing the family here right now who came on scene. And we overheard as they were talking with police that one of these victims was their only child. And again, you can really see the unfortunate situation that this family has found themselves in when it comes to dealing with this loss. Again, right now, we know from Memphis police that 2 men were pronounced dead on scene. Real quick, if we can go to WREG's chief photojournalist, Spencer Chevalier, he has the other side of the scene where we're seeing a little bit more of what's going on out here. You can see a blue tarp on your screen. That is where the shooting took place when we were told about this from Memphis police. An eyewitness on scene, we spoke with him. We were the only people to speak with this man. He says that this shooting happened right in front of him.
Yeah, I saw while sitting at a desk across the street, I saw this young man. It looks, well, let me just say it appeared to have been all males. I couldn't see a face. They had on, it had to have been about 3 of them, I think. They all had on ski masks. And it appeared initially that there was a crowd. And then I think I heard a shot and they scattered. And then they shot this guy. And then one of the guys that was masked, he came back and started shooting this guy with an automatic, and it was as if he had to have been 6 to 8, maybe even 10 shots that they put into this man.
God.
That man you just heard from is the eyewitness that we spoke to here on scene. WRG was the only person to speak with that man, and he also goes on to say that the shooters eventually came back and fired more shots at these victims. At this point, it's unclear who was the target in this situation, but we can tell you right now from Memphis police that the Booker T. Washington School that's near this area was placed on a brief lockdown. It's unclear if any students were outside during this time, but we can say right now that no one else was affected during the shooting, according to Memphis police. Of course, we're going to stay out here and keep talking with people to get a better understanding about what took place before those shots ring out. Again, we'll come back to you live at 6 with more updates. But for now, we're live here in South Memphis.
So they're going to know who that person is real soon, because they sitting up talking about the guy came back and shot at the people again.
Damn fool. What's up, everybody in the comments? I am Future with Real Little T.
Gun You Down says Memphis is a war zone. People always told me for years, if you're not far there, don't come to visit. If you're not from there, I guess, don't come to visit.
Yeah, you can come visit. Just make sure you know where you're going, who you dealing with. That could be the difference between life and death, bro. I'm from real nigga shit.
It's sad. It really is. So you're saying that the young man that was gunned down, that says that he is a CMG affiliate, they gunned him down. It has something to do with his affiliation with CMG?
That's what a couple of homies.
That's what the rumor is.
Yeah, that one couple of homies on the turf told me. Called me. Matter of fact, they called me and told me this morning.
But how though? What could have happened?
You know, I don't know. Nigga, you know, niggas repping that shit. Hey man, you rep that shit. You gotta die for this shit.
So Cyber, you trying to who you trying to you trying to insinuate that
I'm not insinuating nobody did shit, because I know his history and his past, and he didn't indulge in a lot of shit that we probably wouldn't agree. So I can't really say that, but I'm just saying that's the word I got from the turtle. They back on the bullshit.
He back on the bullshit.
Now these y'all niggas back with the bullshit. They ain't never left, but sometimes it'll quiet down and fall back up. But Ace, what it do? Yeah, you dealing with this shit, you rapping this shit, man, and then she ain't ready to die for it, leave it alone. Anybody that's listening, don't go rapping this shit if this ain't what you want to go to your grave about. Leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. Hold on. Let's see. What's up, Dot, again? So here he is right here.
Oh, we talking about Lil Wesley?
He put this picture up in 2024. So you sure this was not at the Bovan guy funeral? Because that looks like.
Well, that might have been because I had another picture of them when they was out in the hood with after Lil Hot in front of them, but it might have been that might have been one of the Bovan funerals.
I'm almost sure that was at the Bovan's funeral.
If it wasn't one of the Bovan funerals, it was at Mother funeral. They grandmother. It was one of the two. But I know they took some pictures in the hood after the Lil Hot funeral, and I was down there then. But it might have been after the Bovan funeral. Yeah, because
he considered himself CMG.
Yeah, CMG.
He says, just blow at my own man, CMG the movement. Yeah. It's in Highland Park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he from the turf, but yeah, he was his mama's only child.
Oh my God, I hate that so bad.
Yeah, I know Big Glenda sick. That was the only time he had. And I've been knowing him all his life. And me and his baby mama was best friends. And we stayed right next door to each
other. His cousin hung out with Gotti. I mean, they
all hung out because he like I told you, he mainly hung around with Demon when Europe and all them was out of town and stuff. But he didn't move around out of town like him. Number one, he couldn't because he was always on the case or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't just really move around like that. Yeah, he was his mama's only child. Yeah, he had a lot of damn kids.
I hate that for his mama and his kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how he had passed away. I just had people called me from the turf. I was like, what? Is they still on that? Yeah. I like, oh.
Oh my God. So they're definitely, so the rumor is his affiliation with CMG is the reason that he is no longer here. The reason he got killed.
That's the rumor.
But it don't necessarily mean, it don't mean though it had nothing to do with Young Dolph now.
I didn't say there's a lot of people that don't like them niggas. They don't always have around niggas. That's a lot of niggas that don't like them niggas. Like I ain't gonna make it. Like I ain't gonna even do them like that. It ain't just paper when our niggas just don't like them niggas. There's a lot of niggas from their side of the town that don't like them niggas. So it really ain't no telling. But from what I was told, him claiming them and niggas don't be liking that. You know how they can go sometimes.
I tell you. Rest in peace to him. I hate that.
Yeah, rest in peace, little Winston. Yeah, that's wild. Though. It kind of made me up because he quiet. He didn't really just say much. It looked like he was trying to get his life halfway together. There it goes, man. Sometimes the bug just come bite you. Yeah, man. I don't know. I hate it for Baby Glenda. That was her only child.
I hate that too. About how old was he?
He was like maybe a couple years older than me. He was in his 40s, sure.
He was in his 40s? Okay, so he was around Gotti's in them age.
Right, he up there with Gotti.
Well, I hate that for the young man. I do. Like I said, no telling what was going on. And then, I mean, who knows who.
And me personally, I think maybe it was something he was involved in, and people just seeing the pictures, they assume it was some. I don't know. I want but it just me speculating. I don't know. I want to, but I just think they just going about the picture. Oh, they got that nigga because he wrapped in the bread. But I know that's what a lot of people gonna take it, turning it, twisting. I know y'all gonna take it, turning it, twisting. Some of y'all paper round fans, y'all can't wait.
He said Cypress talk about that chain he had on. That definitely wasn't a CMG chain. Steven said he had on a cutthroat chain.
Cutthroat. I don't know nothing about. I don't know. I gotta look at it. I don't know.
What's up, Jim Jones? Not gonna lie, I can't remember CMG getting busted until Dolph situation. When was they getting busted when he was into it with Boo Gotti? What's his name? Boo Dirty.
What's who getting busted?
When Gotti them getting busted when he was into it with Boo Dirty?
No, but friends were getting paid for. I can tell you that much. That's how I do know. I can tell you that much for sure. Niggas were getting out of here for sure.
So they was retaliating back, right?
Yeah, friends were getting paid for and promises were getting made. I can tell you that we had for sure.
Oh, she said Gotti got shot at one of his shows in 2011. Seemed like to me Gotti and them got shot at down in Alabama or something, didn't it?
Probably.
And that wasn't too long ago, if my memory serves me correctly.
Probably. They just gonna keep quiet about it. They know what they doing.
Wasn't that Gotti and them that did a show down there in Mobile, Alabama? Maybe not. I don't know why I thought I did a video on it.
I don't know. If it wasn't him, it was maybe it was it was either him or Youngster. One of the two.
Y'all say it was Youngster? I thought it was. I don't know. Maybe not.
Might have been. I said it was one of the two. If it was at that time, it was one of the two. Him or Youngster. One of the two.
They're saying yes. I thought I did. I thought that they did get shot at down there in Mobile. Well, like right after Young Dolph was killed, or somewhere around that time.
Well, Mobile don't like a lot of out of towners coming there.
Well, I think they thought it would be easy to go down there to Mobile and be disrespectful and all of that, because he had gone to Dallas and right after Young Dolph was killed and did a show and dish Young Dolph, and they were showing it because quite a few of the people that was in the, out of the 15 people that was in the audience that came to see him, 10 other people was rapping the song in Dallas where they was dissing Dawg. So I think he thought that it was going to be the same energy in Mobile, because people kind of look at, they kind of make the mistake of thinking that people like from out of Alabama, they country from the backwoods, and they let Mobile let them know they weren't playing with them.
Well, Mobile, number one, that was a bad idea because Mobile don't like a lot of out of towners coming to the city. They don't. If you not tied in with people that got any juice to the city in Mobile, they're gonna run you out of their key. Look, they don't want you there. They don't like out of towners coming to Mobile. They don't know. They don't play that. Mm-mm. Now you can go to Birmingham, you can go to Huntsville and Dothan and Addison and places, but Mobile they don't allow a lot of out of town to come there.
That's because our boy, what's his name, the one that's in jail, he mainly was running Mobile. I hate that the Princess did him like that.
What's his name? Who Finesse back in the good graces with?
Finesse, him and Finesse back cool again?
Yeah.
No, have mercy. Finesse the reason. Finesse must went ahead and told him that the Princess did that. I bet you Finesse put a bug in his ear. Man, I ain't do that. The Princess did that, and they did me dirty too.
Yeah.
Honeycomb Brazy.
Yeah, man. You know how the Princess did. If they ain't just start. They been this way.
Yeah, they did Brazy dirty though. Brazy didn't do nothing but try to get away from him.
Yeah, well, he should have moved faster.
So what Finesse mad about? What they do to Finesse? They ruined his career. Basically, Finesse was blazing. Finesse didn't need the Princess, but he wanted that fast money. If he had worked hard and kept a good work ethic and went and got on him some damn mental meds, he could have gone far. Kept his mental illness in check, kept up his work ethic, because he had written all those damn songs in jail. He would have made that money.
He did make some money. He just made some money for them.
Right, but if he had stayed independent, he had not signed with them, he had handled himself right.
Well, he wasn't gonna be independent no way because he was still on the deal with Bag. Bag could have stopped him from doing anything. When he left, he still had that. He was still signed with Bag. He didn't have no control over his.
Finesse called Bag so much trouble. Bag seemed like one of those people that don't like a whole lot of he get nervous when it's a whole lot of trouble. I think he would have released him. You see, he went ahead and released Big 30. He knew he had to, because Big 30 was gonna put 2 in his head.
Well, Bag did release him. Like everybody think Finesse just came home with independent. No, he was already on a BGE contract. The Bag wanted to stop him. Bag could have stopped him. That's what he wanted to do. Because Finesse couldn't afford to buy him out of deal. Mm-hmm.
They said, why would you sign to a person that signs to a person that signed to a corporation? I agree. They don't be thinking.
Well, Finesse was already signed for. He wouldn't even did in the time. He couldn't do nothing no way. He couldn't drop in a bag to stop it because he had legal paperwork on. So he had to go kiss up the Bag to drop some music. Because Bag could have stopped him. Because Bag had paperwork on it. He was signed way before he went to jail. He just was broken because by himself out the deal. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what Honeycomb Brazy.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense because you don't know business.
I'm trying to see what Honeycomb Brazy talks about. How dirty the Princess did him. Okay. I can't find it. It says bag the reason why Stupid Duke is in jail. Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I know you don't. Why y'all believe that?
It's so bad. Oh, you mean to tell me bad for telling him, man, make stupid decisions to go to jail? No, bad wasn't doing that.
Okay, he wasn't making them make the stupid decisions. He was just making sure that the police know when he made them, huh?
I don't know. I can't say. I wasn't there. I don't think bad. I think y'all just oh no, y'all was just reaching. That's what I believe. Because y'all said
With Cypress, you would say that.
because y'all said it's an initial. See, this what gets me about the paperwork. Like, why they don't have the real name? They just have the initial. People. That's how you know. I don't know. I can't say, but
Y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel.
Off some initials. Come on, Paige T. Clean. You know better than that. Off some initials. If y'all go for that, y'all will go for anything. Off some initials.
Hold on, y'all. They're saying the crime so bad, MPD just introduced something. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, Cypress be trolling. We already know what that is. Let's see.
These cases will keep you up at night.
Some cases are too mind-boggling.
I walked into the scene. I'd never seen anything like that.
Too chilling, too haunting to forget.
This is just one that has stuck with me.
The cases investigators never solved and still can't stop thinking about.
They suspect.
Oh, yeah,
what happened?
He looked like he done something.
He did it. I know about that case.
What happened with what happened in Memphis?
He killed her. But I'm gonna let them put it out. But I'm telling you now, he did it. That was his wife. He absolutely 100% did it. He killed her, and she has not been found. And it's a whole. I'm gonna see what they're gonna put out. I bet you it's not what I got.
Well, new at 5, Memphis police are working around the clock to develop new ways to tackle the crime, like crime you just heard about in our city.
In fact, they're calling on people to utilize a crime-fighting tool that may help solve criminal cases. WRG's Raven Copeland explains how a specific program could make a difference.
Unfortunately, crime remains an issue and concern in the Memphis community. However, city leaders and police are focused on crime-fighting solutions. The Memphis Police Department is encouraging the city to use its public safety program, Connect Memphis.
If a business wants to share their parking lot cameras or their outdoor cameras near their front doors, we would love to have it because we do have problems at times with our business burglaries, car break-ins, and auto thefts and other things.
This is how it works. Business owners or homeowners can register or integrate their security cameras with the Memphis Police Department. There are currently more than 10,000 security cameras registered with the program and nearly 1,700 integrated cameras. Integrated cameras give Memphis Police direct access to your cameras in emergencies, while registered cameras only allow investigators to request your videos. Deputy Chief Joe Oakley says Connect Memphis is resourceful in crime solving and prevention.
An event on Mud Island where someone was trying to abduct children. When we went on Mud Island and we found that numerous people had Ring doorbell cameras, so we got their footage and we were able to identify the car and the suspect.
Camera registration is free, while there are calls for integration. However, grants are available. City leaders say the goal is to solve crimes quickly and make the community safer. Reporting for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WREG, News Channel 3.
To register your cameras for Connect Memphis or to learn more about that program, just go to connect2memphis.org.
Listen, I think that is a great idea. Make sure y'all register y'all's cameras and stuff with MPD. This is going to help to fizzle out
Man, don't do no dumb shit like that. Especially y'all ain't on some bullshit.
It's gonna help to fizzle out a lot of this crime, because see what happens is not only do you have your security company monitoring, you also got the law enforcement monitoring your cameras, okay? Which is a beautiful thing. Okay, you already got 10,000 people that have joined to do it. I'm signing up too. Okay.
Y'all don't do that if y'all know y'all on some bullshit. Don't do it.
I think it's a good idea. Especially those persons that really want the police to, they ain't got nothing else going on. Okay.
I would never register no camera, no police.
If you selling drugs out of your business,
hey man,
these folks such damn fools. These folks such damn fools. I can see somebody I'm gonna hook up with MPD because I'm tired of them. They done found out where I keep my stash at my business.
Yeah, so for y'all go
MPD to monitor the stash. You said
before y'all go be some damn fools, don't do it, man. Y'all heard it here first, because I know it's gonna be a damn fool to go do it.
Lord have mercy. Hold on for a second. Lord have mercy. But I think it's a good idea, though. Hey, I'm all for it. I think it's a good idea.
I wouldn't do it. I don't want the police money. No, I wanted the my shit good enough for me. I'm cool. No sir. But if y'all know y'all ain't always clean and y'all do book jobs, don't go rest your camera with the police.
Hold on for a second, you all.
What,
Latoya? From a Memphis high school. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Police say 2 males, it's unclear how old, were killed on Mississippi Boulevard near South Lauderdale. WRG's Brian Didlake has been following this breaking news all afternoon. He joins us now live with the very latest. Any update out there, Brian?
Greg, Stephanie, right now I can tell you that this is truly a tragic scene where witnesses as well as family are coming out here expressing their emotions, saying that this is truly a terrible incident to witness. One witness telling me that this shooting happened right in front of him in broad daylight and in such a manner that he was scared for his own life at one point in time, taking cover as those shots rang out. I wanted to show you the scene real quick that we're seeing out here. Again, we're on Mississippi Boulevard in South Lauderdale, near Booker T. Washington High School. Again, this is where the shooting took place. We know right now that 2 men were pronounced dead on scene, and the Memphis Police Department says right now they are not leaving any stone unturned until they find out who did this, but say that the suspects don't understand what they took away from a family that is here on scene.
When you have gun violence like this not only impacts the family members, but it also impacts the citizens, the business community, the visitors that come to this city. It impacts our officers. It impacts the fire department personnel that come to the scene and see this day in and day out. But it takes a toll on everybody. But rest assured, we will make sure that we do everything possible to get those who committed this act.
And now, right now on your screen right now, we're seeing another scene that is a little bit further away from where we are at South Lauderdale and Mississippi Boulevard. This is at the 400 block of Brightside, where witnesses tell us that they heard shots from this area. And from what we're seeing there on scene, we are seeing several evidence markers that indicate that there was a shooting that way, which again is what the witnesses have been telling us here on scene about what took place prior to shots being fired right here near Booker T. Washington High School. If we can, for our directors back in the booth, to go to WREG photojournalist Spencer Chevalier. He has the other side of the scene that we're seeing right now. That's where the family is located at this time. They're right now not really saying much to our crews here on scene, but they are, again, expressing the loss of the emotions that is out here right now when it comes to dealing with this loss of their loved one. Again, 2 men were pronounced dead here on scene. Again, this is a tragic situation that many people are trying to reconcile with right now. If we can come back to our camera right here on South Lauderdale and Mississippi Boulevard, we're going to go ahead and wrap up what we do know so far right now. Again, 2 people were found dead here on scene, and we're going to be working to learn more information about that other scene we've discussed on Brightside and give you more information when we know more. But for now, we are live here in South Memphis' South City area. Ryan Didlake for your news leader, WR.
Okay, you guys, that's just really sad. Okay, it is. It's really sad.
Yeah, rest in peace, them young cancers.
Yeah, I want to say this too. This is something that I want to say, and I want to set the record. I want to make the record clear. Okay, y'all know, like, I have gotten on here and I've dropped a lot of gems and stuff as it relates to, especially when, you know, straight dropping them were in the Shelby County's jail and all of that. Now, let me just say this. I got to say it because it wouldn't be me if I didn't say it, okay? For the most part, because I know, like, the people in the jail get a lot of flack, and I worked with a lot of those people in the jail. A lot of them have retired. A lot of them are still there. For the most part, there are a lot of hardworking people that work in the jail. My disdain came from a lot of the newer people that they were bringing in and had brought in that did not have the same dedication as the people that I had worked with when I was working there, right? So it was not like a dig at any of the people that have worked there for many years, that made a great living, took their career seriously, because I understand the danger of the jail. I've always said, you know, just based on, like, the sheriff is over the deputy sheriffs and the jail. I think I've gotten on here and I've been very open about, like, I've always been partial to the jailers, okay, especially those that I was around, because I understand what they went through. They're doing time with the inmates. And so when people were saying that all of the jailers and stuff that never put their motherfucking feet in Memphis, all of the jailers were crooked, I think I was one of the ones. I took a lot of flack because I was like, they were not. I've always been very open, and, you know, I've always talked about, even with the chiefs that was over the jail. I worked with 3 of the chiefs that was over the jail. The current chief that's over the jail, that he was very knowledgeable. When I worked with him, when he was my boss directly, he was all of the things that people have accused him of. I never could. I couldn't. What's the word that I'm looking for? I just. I guess I can't think of the word, so I got to say another word. I was not in agreement with, because I worked in the office with him, and he was not those things, right? Okay, he was always very professional. He was very knowledgeable, and one of the things that I feel like, especially with the chief, especially with the chief that's there now, one of the things, because before he was a chief, of course, he was a lieutenant, a captain, and all of that. One of the things as he came up through the ranks that I recognized with him is that he did not micromanage. He liked to give the people, and which should happen, the opportunity to do their jobs. And I think when people was reaching out to me, I'm getting ready to make this clear, okay? I think when people was, reaching out to me, because I have a lot of people that I work with in the jail to reach out to me and say, you need to talk about this, this, and that. And there was a lot of things that I just would not talk about, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't have to try to hide shit. When I rocks with people, I don't give a fuck what you say about them. I ain't get ready to say nothing bad about them. You can't shame me with saying she partial. You can't shame me with saying she trying to cover for them. You can't shame me when I rocks with people. I don't talk bad about them. That's just how I am. Okay. So he's one of the ones that I rocked with. So I never said a bad thing about him other than he's a good chief. A lot of the people that he was bringing in, hell, they got to try to fill positions, right?
Amen.
They got to try to fill positions. It's not his fault. When people come to interviews and stuff, they put their best foot forward. They have no idea of knowing that a lot of these damn fools going into the jail because they want to be with their boyfriends or to try to bring in contraband or anything like that. And so oftentimes it's like a bad, it makes the jail look bad or whatever. But when I've spoken about the jail, it was not directed at all of the jailers, because I know for the most part, when people see a lot of these deaths happen, I try to tell these damn fools, a lot of these damn fools that want to talk about, well, the jail, this, and that. Well, a lot of those people, when they come up in there, they already ran from the police. They heart and stuff already enlarged. Your ass shouldn't run from the police if you got an enlarged heart. And so when they get to jail, they lay down and go to sleep and they never wake up. Their asses is already sick and they trying to sell drugs. And so when the police come, they swallows all the damn drugs and they lay down and go to sleep and never wake their asses up. So then a lot of them, when they come in there, they already got some type of ailments. They get stressed out being in that jail because they do all this dirt on the street and they get their old asses in jail and they be stressed out. So it's not on the jailers. I mean, a lot of the stuff, a lot of what we've seen these jailers when they try to subdue people, a lot of these people have mental illnesses. And everybody knows that a damn crazy person is cock strong. Okay. So it takes about 3-4 jailers to try and subdue them when they're off of their meds and they're running around just to try to subdue them. Right. So when they're crazy like that, sometimes I know oftentimes it's not their fault. A shortage is not their fault. You can't make people work. They might apply for the job and then they don't want to do no damn work because they want to get a check and be ghetto and not come to work no more. Right.
Right.
I think that I've always said that. Okay. The only issue that I've seen, especially with the person that is in charge now, because I really do like that person. I always have liked him. I always felt like he was a very fair person. I was talking to somebody the other day and it was like, yeah, I was reading and it made me mad as a motherfucker, but I like the person. But I had to explain to the person because I know that she's older and she didn't know. Okay. Yeah, I was reading where you said that he was doing this, and that. I said, where did you hear me say that at? Well, it was on your vlog. So let me tell you something, how a vlog works. I do a vlog and people comment. I don't have any control over any comments that people make. I don't have any control over those comments. It's not me. I think I've always spoken highly, and it bothers me when I mess with people and they feel like that I've wronged them, right? I have to be open about it. I've always said I feel like that the jail has the top person that's in the jail is the best leadership. I think that he needs to the leadership that he has, except for maybe Chief Askew, exception of Chief Askew. I think Chief Fields need to clear out his whole damn administrative team. Okay. And if he want to know why, he can call me and I'll tell him why. Okay. It's a lot of stuff that I don't say. But other than Chief, because that's the only one that's really riding with him the long way. Okay. But I think if he had a really good support staff, that he's got the knowledge and all of that to he's got the knowledge and all of that to help to make the jail a better place. It's not his fault. All he can do is get the sheriff to ask for raises. Anthony is running for sheriff, and hopefully with Anthony, he makes sheriff. I think the deputy jailers need to make that clear that in order to get good dedicated people that are going to work, take their job seriously, because when you're in there with them damn fools, you doing time too. When I worked in that jail, it took me a long time to get used to every time I'm walking through the halls. When you go, every door you go through is click, 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 click. You feel like you're in jail, right? You doing 7, 8, 10, 12 hours there. Sometimes you seeing the inmates more than you seeing your family, right? So that's why, I feel like Anthony would be a sheriff that also treats the deputy jailers just like they treat the deputy sheriffs. It has long been said that the deputy sheriffs get the preferred treatment because they're the police officers, and the majority of them are white, and the majority of the jailers are black. Okay, and so nobody cares about the jail, but that is the most important part of the sheriff's office, because the deputy sheriffs and the police officers drop the damn fools off in the jail, and the jailers have to deal with them. That's the most dangerous part. So when people don't know what these jailers go through, when these jailers, they said that a jailer sprung on, knocked the damn teeth out of an inmate head. They don't know that inmate been pissing and shitting in his cup for 2 weeks. And then after he done pissed and shit and it done got old, he threw it in the face of the jailer. I'd have knocked his damn teeth out of his head too and put him to sleep. Okay?
Yeah, well, I probably
So people don't know what they go through. I think I've always said that. Okay? So like I said, it was something that happened. It bothers me. Okay? Because when I like people, I don't like to be misunderstood. And I think it's often, especially when I know that the people are good-hearted people. Now, what was going on with straight dropping? Them folks was telling me that stuff. I don't think that because people that tell me stuff, I never tell who it is that tell me. Them folks working out there with these inmates and seeing what's going on. Hell, some of them damn lieutenants and captains and stuff, sometimes they feel like they're afraid of retaliation. So they go with Tamara, we know that they be looking at your show. If you could just say something, okay? If you could just say something, then that will alert the upper staff, because sometimes we try to get a meeting and we can't even get it, because it's going to be some retaliation, because such and such little niece or whatever they say, that's who it is that's bending over, twerking and shaking and shit for straight dropping them. So I don't want no retaliation. I got to work in this son of a bitch every day. So I jump on here because I messes with them people in that jail. I work with them for 13 years. So I get on here and I will, if it's somebody I like, I'm not going to say nothing bad about them. Kiss my ass. No, you don't like them, but I do, so I can't talk about them.
Yeah,
okay, so you never hear me say anything bad about the leadership, other than especially the top person that's over the jail, because he's got the knowledge. He's a good person. I know good people. That man was good to me. I worked in his office. Them folks was good to me. They had me spoiled. They was good to me. So all I have ever said when folks start talking about that other stuff is, I don't know nothing about it. I worked up in there with him. He didn't try with me. I know I'm fine. So he didn't do that. He didn't try with me. So I don't believe that he's like that. And so I don't talk about that. It bothers me when stuff like that is out there in the atmosphere. Okay. Yeah, jealous have it hard too. Okay, because I think that the man, he's done the best that he could do with what he has. With what he has. He's got somebody over him. He answers to the sheriff. When you asking for more money for jailers and another jail, you have to go before the damn county commission. But it all falls on the shoulder of the chief, though, the chief jailer. And so that's why I say, you know, I've always been more partial to the jail. And when people all up in arms and stuff about you know, something happening to an inmate, folks don't know what them damn jailers go through, and they don't know what them inmates do. I do. Them inmates come in there geeked up. If somebody hit you and knock your damn tooth out, you forget you a damn jailer. You gonna knock his damn tooth back out. You gonna knock his tooth out. That's not going to make the news. It's not gonna make the news that the inmate threw piss in the jailer's face and made them lose their cool. This not gonna happen. I rocks with the jail. I can't work somewhere for 13 years and see what these folks go through, and I rock with them. Okay. As far as that stuff that was going on with straight dropping them, that I don't think the chief jailer knew what was going on with straight drop in them. Okay, until I told him.
You told him?
When the folks that was out in, when the people that was working with him told me, I got on here and said it. They knew then. They knew what to go look for.
Oh man, you went back to my twerk session. He already got life in them forever. We let the man get a twerk session, man.
Okay. Because sometimes I don't think they knew what was going on. I think they did know. They had to do shakedowns and stuff. They started getting and I'm just more so kidding about, until I told them. A lot of that stuff they already knew.
Well, what about, so was the women who, was they nice looking women that was doing the section?
Well, you know, they said that you know, one of the girls that was one of the girls, I don't know if she was sent there. The person that was talking to me said they think that she was sent there to work in that jail to get straight drop what he needed. But the one that was twerking, now this is just a rumor now. She was doing so much work for somebody that they got her 2 BBLs. She was having a house built from the ground. And when CMG would have parties, she had started a little business. Them little artists and stuff, their affiliates, she was going and setting up her business inside of their parties and stuff. Now the rumor is the rumor is allegedly, okay, I have to say allegedly, she was going with Juke, but you know, I don't know. They said it was either Juke or Moneybag, but I think it was Juke. Paige T. Clean says, did he ever get his ass beat in jail, straight drop, didn't get no hands put on him? Yeah, he got hands put on him several times. And see, that's another thing you have to understand. Like, people were saying that the jailers were setting straight drop up. The jail is short, and that's not the chief jailer's fault. Okay, people quit and people retire and stuff. It has nothing to do with him. So if an officer is doing a walkthrough with, you know, because all movement has to stop. Okay. They announced that over the intercom, like when high profile people come through, like straight dropping them, everybody's supposed to be locked down. But if you're transporting inmates, then all movement is supposed to stop, and then everybody stands up against the damn wall. The jailers ain't got a damn thing to do with if they transporting in the midst of a visit, being, you know, straight dropping them fins with a visit. Okay, we get ready to take him back to his pod, or we get ready to do this. All movement stops. They're transporting some inmates through the hall. Hell, they supposed to stand up against the wall. They know these damn fools don't care about what they do. Oh, he walking down the hall, even though it's officers that's manning the inmates that's standing up against the wall. I mean, they gonna feel froggy and they jump, because they said that happened one time. All movement stopped, and straight drop was walking through the hall, and they supposed to been up against the wall, and the officers was right there, and they still, you know, it still went down. So It's not the jailer's fault. And that's what people need to understand. These folks don't care about what they do. They don't care about going to the hole. The feds inmates can run the feds only if they got some money. She said they live good in the feds. Well,
yeah, most of them.
So I wanted to clear that up because, like I said, I think I've always shown that I was more partial. Of course, I've talked shit, but it has always been aimed at, it's at the newer people that come in because they're the ones that's doing a lot of this stuff. Not all of them, but you hire people and then they don't want to come to work or they're quitting. You got people that are retiring. So the people that you're hiring are not really filling in any empty slots. They're just filling in, the people are retiring. So it keeps them behind. So like I said, I just wanted to put that out into the atmosphere because
for sure.
Yeah. It says Old Drop was in there trying to sniff a little cootie cat. Well, he was sniffing it because she was down there. And see, that's another thing too, I think also, people say, well, why don't, when these jailers or these law enforcement people are caught doing illegal stuff, that's up to, I guess, the prosecutors or whatever to prosecute them. I think if they started prosecuting more law enforcement officers or whatever that did illegal stuff, especially inside of the jail, they'd be too damn scared to, like they used to do. They'd be too scared to bring in contraband and be fraternizing, having relationships with the inmates. I do. Anyways, what does Memphis need to deter this crime rate? Stiffer penalties.
Ain't nothing they can do at this point.
Ken says WAC 100 says that the feds have enough to lock Gotti up. Well, they probably probably.
I think they're gonna need a little bit more.
Why you think that's, Cypress?
I just do. I feel like with the unalive of drug, I think it's gonna be hard to get Gotti. I know that's what most of y'all in the comment want, but I think it's gonna be hard to get
it. Paige C. Clean says Gotti ain't gonna never do no time.
I sure hope you right, Paige C. Clean. Rush Steve in there when you need him.
He was in the chat.
I sure hope you right, Paige C. Clean. I swear. But even if Gotti don't do no time, Paige C. Clean, the sad part about this, everybody gonna always feel like he has to do this.
Dot again says Cypress just be talking. The feds can see Gotti commit crimes, and Cypress would say they can't prove it.
They got Yellow Bee. Well, of course they got Yellow Bee. Yellow Bees was. Hey, Muffin. Hey, my Muffin. I don't know, yeah. I just don't think they got. I just don't think they got enough, y'all. I know it hurts some of y'all feelings when I say this. I just don't think they got enough. But I think they're gonna knock down a lot of. I think a lot of.
Lord, you know what? Somebody is really. No, I haven't talked to Rest in Peace Young Dolph. He just left me high and dry. My feelings and stuff is so hurt because he rocked with me for a long time and now he just disappeared. It says it took some years to get Sierra right, so the feds will get Gotti, or the streets will. Pasty clean, so he nor untouchable. He, what happened to his phone? Probably died. Y'all, you all make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? If you want to support the channel, you can hit up the Cash App, you can hit up the super sticker or super thanks or whatever. Y'all hit the like button though. Make sure you all hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. You all please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, they got shared right after all those years. They did. GoVan would connect. Ken says GoVan would connect the dots with Gotti. Y'all, do GoVan still be on social media? I ain't heard nobody talking about him. So do we still be on social media? Pasty Clean says Gotti can be touched. Stop being so sensitive, Calvin. Cypress says no, he won't. You all hit the like button, okay? Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. We're almost at 200 likes, you guys. I need 10 more likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you haven't hit the like button, you guys, please do. So we need 10 more likes to get 200. Okay, y'all, keep going. Keep going. We're almost there. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, you guys. We're almost there. All right, y'all rocking. Like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Oh, Cypress said he backstage. Okay. I ain't see you back there.
Yeah, I'm
So
starting.
Cypress, let me ask you something. What you think about GoVan? Do how do you think GoVan fit into this situation?
I think he connect True Little Juke.
Why you trying to put everything on Juke?
Because that's what the killers did, didn't it? I think he connected Killer to Juke, and then he tried to backdoor him and get our mouth slammed to cuff the money, and it backfired. It all backfired on everybody. So I don't know about them getting guided, but I think they're gonna get the surrounding part.
Who is the surrounding parts?
I think it's gonna later when you. I think it's gonna be a lot of surrounding parts that's gonna go down from certain artists, certain street affiliates, as we can see. There'll be certain street affiliates to go down. That's repping the brand.
You think Black Youngster going down?
Black Youngster, I most definitely believe he going down.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? I don't know. I can't really say. I hope not. I'm with Paige T. Clean. Let me get that out the way. I'm with Paige T. Clean all the way 1,000%. I hope not. And everybody else I really don't give a damn about.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
See, even the dogs even agree with me.
But I thought you said Vato was your boy.
Yeah, I like Vato, but I don't think Vato. I think Vato have. I think Vato. His role was what it was, and I think Vato gonna skate on past this. They said Fed's not going for a dig. Well, no, they ain't supposed to. I mean, they supposed to do their job, man. Who can bring down Gotti? Who?
You don't think Youngster can?
I don't think he will. I think Youngster solid. I don't think he'll do. I don't see Youngster having that type of character that'll bring down a man that changed his life.
I think Gotti was careless very early on. When this first happened, I think he was careless. I don't think nobody got to bring him down. He brought himself down. Because I was told a long time ago, like Young Dolph been dead, going on 4 years, like right around 2022. I think around the time when Dolph was killed, all the way, like when they thought they had got away with it, like months after, I think they was pretty careless. I think they got careless because they was scared. Now I was told, okay, that the feds know Gotti had said to Juke and them to throw them damn cell phones in the river. Now, if that was said, somebody told me that in 2022. Now, if they know he said that means that means that means that well, I'm through with that.
I ain't finished the sentence. We want to know what we here for. Hey, y'all, run the lights up. That mean let me help her out, y'all. That mean they been listening. We did that part. But ain't not incriminating about throwing the phone. They just said throwing the phone away.
It says that 5th year he get his karma. Let me tell y'all something. Cheryl Wright. It took 7 years. But guess what? And folks was talking about, and the feds let people, say that Lorenzen Wright was a drug deal gone bad. You even had some police officers, and they was on Cheryl ass, that was saying that they think it had, maybe it had something to do with like a drug deal or something like that. Cheryl thought she was gonna get away with it, and they let her think that.
Althea Z said, did anyone ever figure out who Uncle is? Yeah, with Big Juke.
Well, they call all of them Unc. They call Gotti Unc. They call Zebo Unc.
Stop. We ain't doing that.
They do. They call all of them Unc.
This is how I hit the like button silently. I want to hit the like button live over with. Thank you, sir.
She said she love L. Who's LW?
I don't know. They said, I want to do your guy to listen to this channel.
He the biggest fan. You know how they say the biggest op? No, he ain't the biggest op. He the biggest fan.
Well, Paige C. Clean, for what I was told from a very close friend of mine that's in the loop, that they all listen. They got people designated to go listen.
Dang, they listening themselves.
Well, from what I was told, they got designated people to go listen. So I was like, wow, for real? They was like, yeah, they got people to listen to you.
Who pages they be listening to?
They listen to everybody. Everybody, from what I was told.
Somebody texted me one night, was like, Big Juke is in the chat.
Well, I wouldn't be no surprise here. He have free time up my tree around today.
Well, I think he was in the chat. I think he was in the big in the chat a lot. Somebody said, well, you know, Big Juke found your channel and he be looking at your channel. And then somebody texted one night and said, be careful, Big Juke is in the chat right now, and I really act a damn fool because I wanted them to know that nobody controls me.
Yeah, man, they all listen, man.
They have somebody that be coming into the chat that's gonna get them in trouble because they comes in and they threaten people. And it's an old emotional ass woman, crazy as heifer.
I think that I don't know what happened to the insurance guy. Well, he kind of cut his phone off.
Thaddeus Matthews, if you go back and listen to some of Thaddeus Matthews, I was listening to him that night. Somebody was in his chat and they was like, whatever happened to the insurance guy? He said, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it because they had been threatening him so bad. I'm going to tell y'all something. They threatened Thaddeus. I wish I could go back and find some of those videos. Thaddeus was crying one night. You know, a lot of Thaddeus got a whole lot of pages because they was getting him his page blocked or whatever. Get him in Facebook jail. But he was on live crying one night. From my understanding, it was Black Youngster and his crew now that was threatening him because he was on live. Ricky Floyd with his pastor. So he said, I called Ricky Floyd. Ricky Floyd prayed with me. They was threatening him. They was threatening to kill his wife and his daughter. Okay, I was looking at that. There's nobody tell me this. I was looking at him, and so he started praying. He was so bothered. He was like, "Devil, you will not kill my kids. Devil, my kids will live. Devil, you will not kill my wife." Like he was praying. Like Ricky, he got Ricky Floyd. I know this for a fact.
Yeah. Well, they shut him up quick. Yeah, they shut his ass up quick. What that again? Say again. How you know?
It's on one of them old channels that Thaddeus got. Y'all go back and look at all his old videos around the time Dolph was killed. He got 100. They was putting him in Facebook jail, so he got about 25 channels.
My car not again. Never mind. Let me stop. But yeah, just know hey, that Fed might got him put up, that again. You might be right about that.
But anyway, as it relates to the insurance guy, they asked him about the insurance guy. He said, I don't want to talk about that. As far as I know, the insurance guy and his family has left Memphis and went into hiding. He said that's the last I heard.
I know they did. Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he cut them phones off and got out of there. Yeah, rest in peace, Custom Pastor. That man disconnected them lines and he got on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he shouldn't have said it. He the one put it out there, dummy. My thing is, why would you come out and say it and you know you scared? Just shut up. If you don't want what's gonna come with it. But I think he put Black Youngster in a bad spot to where Black Youngster ain't got no other choice but to go to jail.
Yeah, he definitely put him in a bad spot. I think he did it for no other reason than I think he told Thaddeus because he wanted for Thaddeus to put it out so the police would know. I don't think he was trying to cover himself. I think he was just scared. He didn't want to be the one to go to the police. He wanted for Thaddeus to put it out so the police would know where to go sniffing at.
Yeah, if Thaddeus got mad.
And Thaddeus threw him up under the bus.
Yeah, because
Unfortunately, but I think Thaddeus threw him up under the bus because they started threatening him so bad.
Did they have to threaten the old man? No. But it comes to a point where you just got to shut up.
Well, they put themselves in a bad situation because, shortly, like a day or so after that, Thaddeus had when they was threatening him, he had a meeting with Amy Wyrick. Now he said that he was like when he came on the next day, he was like, I'm late because I just my meeting went over. I had a meeting with Amy Wyrick, so I guess he went. I guess I was up under the I thought that he had that meeting with Amy Wyrick because he was giving her all of the threats and stuff that he had been getting.
Well, shut up if you gonna run to the police.
Thank you, Stephen, for the $5 super sticker. He says, drop Cypress and act like your page was compromised.
Oh, man. So, will the killer, I don't know, man. I hope the killing stop.
Me too. I don't want to see nobody else get killed. I don't. I really wish this war would stop. I do know that as far as what has happened with PRE and CMG, I know that those guys will never be okay. But at this, I think that it has subsided. I don't believe that there is like a gang war or a war of violence that's going on between CMG and PRE at this point. I absolutely don't believe that.
Listen, do I think paper rounds involved in some of this? I think both sides can get stuff. I think both sides can get. See, I'm not biased. I come out saying both sides is guilty of stuff. But
I'm trying to figure out what Paper Route did. Paper Route ain't did nothing. They ain't do nothing. I don't know why y'all killing him.
I'm not okay. Well, my bad. I'm not saying artist. See, what I gotta clean that up. Oh, I'm not saying the artist. I'm saying the I would say the affiliated street people. I ain't gonna do the artist like that because it's probably one over there that I like anyway. I'm very fond of him over there.
Who you like?
I like Kenny Money.
Yeah, Kenny Money do real good.
Yeah. I actually like Kenny Money over there, brother.
Shout out to Steven. Thank you, Steven. He said, put dolphins in the chat if you're tired of Cypress.
Hey, they can never get tired of Cypress. Where is he? Where is CEO Bobby? Have anybody heard about
They said Art is not in Memphis, but still in Tennessee. Oh, I thought he was still in Memphis.
Art Horn? Yeah. Art is a CMG affiliate. Well, his CMG attorney.
if when they get indicted, I don't believe that our Horn would be the person to represent them, not by himself.
No, they're gonna have to go stronger than that. So got it.
Yeah, they'll have to go strong in that art.
They got it. Go get some bigger attorneys for y'all in there.
He'll probably bring in some attorneys.
Yeah,
he'll probably do like what Quet did.
So what they okay. So have they said anything about Cornelius? Or we gotta wait.
I guess we gotta wait.
Oh my God. So how much? Hey man, how much time y'all think they gonna get Cornelius? I think he should get at least 30 for being stupid.
I don't know.
I think he gonna get at least 30.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get 30.
You think he gonna get less than 30?
I think he is.
Man, I don't understand the logic of listen, y'all. Let me be straight up. Now, I know some of y'all in the chat, y'all condone snitching. I'm all for letting the Lord use you. So I'm all for it. I don't condone. Like, this what I don't get, man. Like, how can you, of sound mind, decide to go commit a crime, get caught, and now you want to snitch? But nobody forced you to go commit this crime. Nobody put a gun to your head to make you chose to go do this crime. I don't get it.
Sis Cornelius says he's not doing that much time. He got a special sentence. I don't think he's doing that much time either. I don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think that he is.
Have Stupid Duke sign for his time? I doubt it. I don't think a lot of this gonna end well.
She said he snitched because he didn't get his money. I think he would have told if he had got his money.
No, bro. I just all right.
Cornelius got Govan back against the wall, and now Govan got Gotti back against the wall. So Cypress, do you think that Gotti knows Govan?
I'm quite sure they all know. I'm quite sure they all know of each other.
Gotti look like he be trying to stay positive, Cypress, but he be looking stressed.
Yeah, I think he is kind of stressed because people is accusing the man of something he ain't been charged of.
Who be accusing him? Ain't nobody saying nothing about Gotti. You know what? Everybody on social media be talking about Gotti, but I wonder why when I say something and I be throwing shots at him. Some not all the time, but I mean I don't be telling no lies on him. But it's like when I say something, everybody be getting all up in arms. Whack 100 can say all day. 100 can say all day that he gonna get indicted. Nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody trying to. Ain't don't nobody be trying to say anything to. Yeah.
Because they can't say nothing to Whack.
Nothing to Whack 100.
Well, because they can't say nothing to Whack. Whack could pull up on Pyru. He gonna pull up. That's what he gonna tell you.
Dorian Gray says if both teams had a pool together, they could have ran the whole damn town. Could have brought politicians and everything instead of all the damn jewelry. I think that they should have, but Gotti didn't want to work together. Muffin says exactly.
Well,
They don't
in
go over
fairness to Gotti, Dog chose what he wanted to do, but that still don't make it right for what they did. So dog, I ain't excusing that. Them niggas was wrong for what they did.
Well, I mean, but Dolph can choose to do whatever it is that he wants to. He didn't have to side with Gotti.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm saying he chose not to do it, which he has the right to do it. Now, how they went about doing it was wrong. I ain't gonna never excuse that. How they went about doing it was wrong. See, I ain't biased. I'm gonna tell it like it is. How they did it was wrong.
Cypress, you is biased.
But I just don't see Gotti having no part in it.
Mm. Well, you're the only person in the world that think that.
Yeah. I just don't see Gotti having no part involvement in it. I just don't.
Well, you're the only person in the world that thinks that.
Yeah, I just don't see him having no.
Y'all run them likes up, and if y'all haven't hit the super chat, is it the super chat? Yeah, if you haven't hit the super chat, please do hit the super chat.
Me personally, I don't see what he gained by doing that anyway. I don't see it. Maybe it's me. I don't see what he gained by doing it. To be honest, I don't see what he gained by.
Adam 22 is an FBI agent.
Y'all think so?
I do. I believe that he is.
Well, we know Whack 100 work with the police. That nigga tell you, I'm a businessman. How was it that you do business, but you hear everything about the criminals?
Well, Whack might work with the police, but I think that Adam is an undercover FBI agent. I always have thought that.
And I think Whack know it. They always working with the police from Whack 100. And now y'all saying Adam 22. I don't know much about him, but Big U was working with the LAPD. Around part
Says Pop Austin. Pop Austin Media still come on. Yeah, they should have kept TT Naughty, but they said TT Naughty put a hit on somebody.
Well, yeah, they all work with the police. Whack, Big U. See, sometimes these people get to work with the police and all doing all this criminal. They just don't know when to stop. You have to know when to stop, man. Because if not, they coming.
Well, they should have stopped. You can't blame nobody. I mean, as far as this dog situation, you can't blame nobody but CMG, because they should have stopped. They wouldn't do it. It wasn't no need to kill dog. What good was it to kill him?
Well, if we gonna point the finger at the affiliate, then yeah, I agree with you.
They said Pop Austin was on today. Stan G show paperwork on BEO. I thought Stan G and BEO was cool.
Yeah, I think I think people got something personal against them people. I think they want them out the way. I couldn't imagine who it would be that want them actually out the way. But maybe y'all know. Maybe some people in the chat might know who personally want them out the way. I don't know. But it feel like somebody is making it their personal business to get them out the way. No, I don't think it's him, Miss Muffin. Try again.
Well, who trying to take down Young Mob?
I don't know.
Cypress, you know.
No, I wouldn't know. A lot of people say it's a guy named that go by the initial DW, which I don't know who DW is, but
who else would it be?
I don't know. I have to see full names. I have to see full names to understand where it's going. Initial, I need to see more than initials to believe it. That's just me. I don't know about nobody else, but that's just me. I need to see more than initials. No, I don't.
Got it related. Y'all cousins.
Do you know who that is? No, I don't. Not with no initials. I don't. TB21. Favorite person of the oh yeah. He let me get away with a quarter or nothing. Yeah, man. It's been a rain down here in Texas. Praise the Lord.
Oh wow.
I really hope God it don't get indicted. So I control all the dog fans who said my nigga was gonna get indicted, he gonna get charged.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, sir. So when you going platinum again?
I knew it. I knew once I did this video, another vlogger was gonna steal my content. That's what she do. That's why I waited for a whole hour before I put his name out, because I knew she was gonna go live and steal it.
Is that Miss Pearl with the mustache?
I don't know, but she good about stealing my content.
I
was gonna show his page. I said, nah, I know she in the bushes. I'm gonna wait because I know she's gonna steal my content. I'm gonna make her wait a whole hour.
Miss Pearl, you talking about Miss Pearl with the mustache?
I don't know who Miss Pearly is. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, but she can have it now. I'm getting ready to get off. I want you guys to, I'm gonna come back. Listen, y'all, I might come back. I always say I'm gonna come back on, but
hold your breath.
But I get tired of people stealing my content, especially her. Now, I think I've said that I don't believe what happened with that young man. I'm a damn Memphian. It ain't really got nothing to do with paper route or anything. It's not a war, anything going on. Okay. The young man, what's his name?
Winston.
Yeah, Windblow. I don't think what happened. I don't think paper route or paper route affiliates killed.
No, we ain't gonna do that. But we know people are gonna twist that. See that? Yeah, nah, we ain't putting that on paper. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Paper route affiliates didn't kill no Windblow.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. No. I already know who put that out. She already what they already saying that.
Well, my content was stolen. She had to wait until I She had to wait until I put the name up. I waited an hour before I showed this page so she wouldn't know where to go to so she could go live. So she had to wait an hour to go live. So she's live now, but I'm sure that's what it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's old mustache, old Auntie Pearly. I know exactly who that is. Yeah, Nika said you always say you doing the platinum line. That's crazy, Nika, because I just renewed my plan. I've been waiting on the platinum line.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you. Well, we're gonna do it. I'm getting ready to go work out. So when I come back, I mean, I'll be good and relaxed. We'll do a gold and a platinum live tonight. Okay.
Let's go.
We'll do a gold and a platinum live. But y'all do know we do the gold and the platinums. We just be talking behind the wall. All of the exclusives are in the platinum. Okay, all the exclusives are in the platinum. But this show right here, I broke that Winmore was killed, okay? Because nobody knew, right? So it's paper route. It didn't have anything to do with paper route, okay, or no get back for Young Dolph or anything like that, okay?
Nah, we ain't putting that on them like that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Even though y'all know
even though they're saying that his affiliation with CMG and CMG and them is into it with a whole heap of people. It's not a paper. It was not. It didn't have anything to do with paper route. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Right. We ain't putting that on them, y'all. So please don't let nobody go through. Don't even listen to it. And y'all know y'all know who I'm rocking with. But no, we ain't putting that on paper route. No, they're just typical street shit. Real talk.
Anyways, you guys, I'm getting ready to get off of here and go work out. So I'm gonna come back on behind the wall tonight. Cypress, I appreciate you coming up.
For sure, and I'll be back. I'm up all night, y'all.
Okay, you guys. I want you all to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can hit up the super thanks or the super chat. Okay, you guys. I'll be back on tonight. I love you guys. We'll talk later.